it's a little different setting than the last time you were hanging around locker rooms, I imagine, with all these young guys around.
Yeah.
How would you say that the locker room has changed since the 80s or
Oh,
90s?
Jesus. It's completely different. It is completely different, man. Guys don't talk the way they used to. They don't help each other out the way they used to. That's the one thing I think that guys could really use is just kick back 5 or 6 of them and just toss it around back and forth and let's see what comes out of this. You should be able to get a lot of information out of that.
Right. It's I always hear people say like you do a lot of learning in the car in the locker room,
Yeah,
just talking to people after
absolutely.
the
In the
match.
cars.
And now it's like a lot of these guys have their own like buses and stuff like that. Some of
Yeah,
them travel
Jesus
solo.
Christ.
How in the world are you going to learn from the other
You're
guys?
not. You're not, man. Everybody keeps to themselves now, very hush hush. They don't talk about their issues or nothing, man. How do you learn if you don't talk about your problems or your shortcomings?
That's it too. Now, I do want to ask, like Lance is a younger guy, but he was still wrestling in like the early 2000s and whatnot,
Yeah,
establishing himself. So he's been in the business for a while.
yeah,
Are you
yeah.
spending a lot of your time with him when you get to TV?
Not too much. Not too much. When we need to do something, we do something. But we sit and talk for time. Sometimes we go have a meal together. But no, man, we're just doing our own thing.
Yeah, Lance, would you consider him a close friend at this point?
Yes, yes, definitely.
Good. He's a great guy. And by the way,
Yeah,
he
absolutely.
expressed some interest on your social media of coming on this show. So it's something we gotta maybe see if we can make happen. I think it'd be fun to have
Absolutely.
him on.
Absolutely. Good idea.
Who are you hanging around whenever you get to TV? You mentioned aren't anybody else that's kind of your buddy?
No, I just kind of slide around. You know, just do my thing, man.
That's cool, dude. Couple more questions and we're out for this week. So you mentioned before sometimes younger talents aren't necessarily interested in picking the brains of veteran talents. Does Lance come to you a lot, seek your input?
Mm, he'll throw things up. We'll talk about them, but nothing specifically.
Okay. And I'm curious, Jake, when you were young, were you going up to veterans in the locker room asking for advice?
Not too much.
I was gonna say, it seems like that era of dudes like would not have liked that, would not have wanted you to
Yeah.
come bug them, right?
No, we kind of learned everything in the cars. Yeah.
Uh, yeah, it's I find the whole thing very odd as far as like how you approach people and the right time to approach people and whatnot.
Right.
You consider yourself pretty approachable though with these young
Oh,
talents. Like,
definitely. Definitely.
yeah, you want them to come up and talk to you.
Yeah, absolutely.